some people.
Got my hands on the wheel, yeah, I'm ready to go. Much too young, blaring on the radio. I said that I was leaving, and this time it's for good. I'm gonna speed away from the thought of you, with the ponies underneath this hood. So off the rear view mirror, never looking back. Gonna blow this town and get back on track. Got the pedal to the metal, let that engine unwind. To outrun your memory, I'm just gonna drive. Enough was enough. I was nothing but a joke to you. Your love for me was fake, something I've finally seen through. Yeah, now it's all over, and there's no more us. The only goodbye you deserve is this long cloud of dust. So rock the rear view mirror, never looking back. Gonna blow this town and get back on track. Got the pedal to the metal, let that engine unwind. To outrun your memory, I'm just gonna drive. If I ever fall weak, start missing you, I'll just remind myself I ain't your fool. I'll hit the gas harder, go as fast as I can. To you're out of my heart, out of my head. So off the rear view mirror, never looking back. Gonna blow this town, get back on track. Got the pedal to the metal, let that engine unwind. To outrun your memory. So off the rear view mirror, never looking back. Gonna blow this town and get back on track. Got the pedal to the metal, let that engine unwind. To outrun your memory, I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. Some call it crazy, but to me that's okay. I can't think of a better place where I spend my younger days. Of going behind the levee, the favorite party spot. Cracking open a cold one, praying you didn't get caught. Hit the loop around Sonic with the radio up loud. Yeah, we thought we were cool. That Mississippi River town, it's where everybody knows your name, your high school sweetheart's your first flame. It's where you learn an honest day's work. Back roads and bonfires, getting rowdy on Saturday night, and being at Sunday service at the church. It's where it all went down in that Mississippi River town. It's where Mama don't you wrong from right. It's where you once was lost, but then were found. And when Grandma died, it's where we laid her in the ground. That Mississippi River town. Everybody knows your name, your high school sweetheart's your first flame. It's where you learn an honest day's work. Back roads and bonfires, getting rowdy on Saturday night, and being at Sunday service at the church. It's where it all went down in that Mississippi River town. My roots are planted where that muddy water flows. It's a part of me. It's where I call home. Where everybody knows your name, your high school sweetheart's your first flame. It's where you learn an honest day's work. Back roads and bonfires, getting rowdy on Saturday night, and being at Sunday service at the church. It's where it all went down. It's where it all went down in that Mississippi River town. Mississippi River town.
Good evening, race fans. Tonight we are starting a little bit early. We having a raffle going on. We're letting some Arca drivers get into it. We here at Kentucky. Man, you cannot beat this track right here. Some Arca cars. I'm going to have a good friend with me and co-commentator, Mr. Isaac Wilson, joining in later. But for right now, we're going to listen to a little bit of music from the Hutchinson Brothers. They are ones contributed to the national anthem, and they are also a local up-and-coming country music band here out of Northwest Tennessee. They've been playing down in Austin and a few other places countrywide. So until we get started rolling, enjoy a little bit more music from them. Maybe we'll skip a couple of the ads and won't have that to deal with. Remember, we do have that raffle going on tonight. You do have to enter it to win, be in stream, unless you are an Arca driver. Might let you have an exception. Not for sure on that yet. Depends on what kind of mood I get in. But anyway, without further ado, man, let's chill a little bit longer. We're going to watch some of these drivers race, do a little practicing. We've got, looks like about 10 minutes left, 15, before we're going to throw down some qualifying. So just make sure, man, get your cold beer, get set back, get your TV channel set, get your lazy boy chair, and let's have a heck of a good night tonight.
So busy, no chance to even catch your breath. The world's been so fast, ain't no time to rest. I'm missing you, you're missing me. It's time to break free. Let's beat the hustle and the grind. Let you and me spend some time. Baby, what do you say? Let's spend the day just chillin'. Got our sunglasses on, chillin', with sand between our toes. Got drinks on ice, baby, by my side. Loving the summertime feeling, taking it easy, and just chillin'. I can turn on that radio and find that album groove, Buffett or Marley to get us in the right mood. Then again, babe, it doesn't matter
Ladies and gentlemen, you see it out there. Hutchison Brothers is in the chat. That is their music. There will be a there will be a links popping up through Discord tonight. Showing the YouTube page, man. Go check them out. Give them a follow. Following God, I can't play it. I don't have the permission from him, so don't want to get DMCA coming after me. So, but you're gonna be up here later on tonight, so you'll get to hear all that good stuff. Man, we've got about 3 minutes left before practice ends. We're gonna roll into qualifying, and the way it's looking right now, man, it's looking like that we're gonna have Banks is putting in a pretty good time, and the closest one to him is about 4/10 of a second off him and Kobe. I ain't gonna try to say his last name. I'll do it solo. I'm pretty sure I can drag somebody up here if I needed to. Banner says Daytona. Yes, it does. And it does says Xfinity too. Don't know more. Fix that one. We'll blame that on Joe. Esfin. Kobe Esfin.
Sutphin.
Oh,
Kobe Sutphin.
there he is. I'll let you pronounce his name. I ain't butchering no names. Stutfin.
Yeah,
Stutfin. Kobe Stutfin.
Kobe Sutphin.
Kobe
Kobe,
Stutfin.
like the late great Lakers
Kobe.
player,
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant. Kobe Sutphin.
I ain't gonna make any Kobe jokes, so. But let's take it up to the chopper cam right now, and we'll watch it. I can pass it up. Anyways, that was good timing. Well, Isaac, how do you think it's going to play out tonight, man? Had a heck of a race last week at Daytona.
Wow, finished the Daytona last week. So, actually went in Christopher Wage's practice session. He put up ran some laps here, and I can tell you this much, especially on new tires, turn 4 is going to be a handful. I think most of the action we will see is definitely going to be coming out of turn 4. Turn 2 is a little bit tricky, but turn 4 it gets really loose. It's weird because it gets loose and then it gets tight. So you really got to watch how you're controlling the throttle coming out of turn 4.
Well, you got anybody in mind, you think? I mean, the Arca champion from last year went up to trucks. Arca is pretty much open for somebody to take the championship. Anybody in mind or anybody you've seen that may stand out a little bit?
I mean, you got to throw Davey Hendrick and Kobe Suff in that hat there of having a chance here. I saw Banks with him, but it's not the Banks I was thinking it was. I think it was Joshua Banks, but definitely Kobe and Davey are ones to watch out for sure.
All right, y'all, and don't forget, we've got that raffle still going. I saw you got into it, Isaac. I'm still debating whether or not you to let you win, so we'll just see how it plays out for you. Depends on what kind of mood I get in. But anyway, remember, it's only going to be valid if we hit 30 viewers, so...
Don't tell me. I'll create 20 fake Twitch accounts.
Hey, you know what? When you do that, create 20 subs to go with it.
Yeah, you out of your mind on that one. I ain't got that type of money.
Let's see, we got David Hendricks. I actually may just yank him up here for a minute.
Qualifying's about to start.
Yes, I'm trying to catch him right before qualifying. So we can yank him up here real quick. Hey, David, this is Jeremy Isaac up here. Before you get that qualifying lap going, man, how you feeling about tonight? You seem to be a favorite out there.
I mean, it feels all right. It's better than I was anticipating, but it's fun to drive. It'll take me a little bit to get used to how to drive 3 and 4. I feel like I haven't really gotten that nailed down yet.
Well, you're gonna have a pretty good amount of time to figure it out tonight. Have you done any practice laps with it other than what we just saw for a little bit?
I ran a practice race last Saturday with a couple of guys. That turned out to be pretty good. It was definitely a feeling of the car definitely, gets tight over a longer run.
All right, man. We ain't gonna keep you from your qualifying anymore. We're gonna send you back down there to north south and let y'all get a plan figured out on how y'all gonna take it over tonight.
We'll try. Thank you, man.
Now, one of the big questions I have while we have qualifying going on is we saw a lot of issues with lap traffic in both the trucks and Arca race at Daytona. A little bit more trickier track, or we can see lap cars possibly take on leaders again.
I don't even want to think about lap traffic at last race. Don't even bring it up.
And I'm getting word from Thomas, stream's a little quiet. Yeah, like I told Joe yesterday, I said during broadcast yesterday, you cannot change my mind. Cautions were not on during that truck race. Change my mind. It ain't happening.
Yeah, it's debatable. But you know what? The admin's done a great job on getting the lobby put together as many people that was there. So that's like good on them. So I'll take it without a caution. Right now we got Drew Holman. He's setting up on the pole with a 31.22. Do you think that's going to be good enough to hold?
I was gonna say I highly doubt that because I ain't the best driver on iRacing, but I was running 30.9, and I'm getting also a sound in the background. The stream's playing in your background.
Probably this Mike.
I just took a look at the track temp. It is 123 degrees on that track right now. Wow.
Frying egg on
Wow.
that one.
And I was practicing on 107-degree track temp, so I wish we could get a poll going up. Do we see caution on lap one? Because it might be possible.
I tell you what, we might can jump that up real quick. I don't know if it'd be ready to go before it does, but may catch it on the next one. We'll just take the viewer if you think one's gonna happen. Press 1 for yes and 2 for no.
Yeah, I think polls you got to do through Streamlabs. I might be wrong on that though. But speaking of polls, Ed Morris Jr., I believe that is, currently on the poll. I might be wrong. Yes, that is Junior on the poll.
Morris is gonna hold it down. But I still have not seen. Yep, Kobe's gonna be putting it in 5th. Banks is gonna be sitting in 7th. Those two that was fast in qualifying or practice, they ain't really putting in the effort on it. It don't look like.
Yeah, and with how tricky this track is, top 7 are all within about a tenth of each other right now qualifying.
Seeing right now as we're watching Dusty Alpin. He just put in his last one. He was able to jump up to 11th. Riding with the Harvey Prater. See where it's going to wind up with him as he's starting on his first lap.
I don't know if he'd have time. He has 11 seconds left.
He's going to try to get it put in. It's going to be close. It may not give it to him. And it did not. That's got to be discouraging. Well, all right. While they get gridded up, man, like I said earlier, we'll take a minute and take your hats off as the national anthem brought to us by the Hutchison Brothers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, there they are lined up. We have got a field of 25 tonight. Seeing how this is going to play out.
Yeah, and a couple of interesting things we're going to see for the first time here in Relentless this season for all series is tire sets are actually coming into play. You can't just pit every time a caution comes out, you get a fresh set of tires. And fuel window is about 25 laps. So if this thing does go green to checkered, they're going to have to pit at least twice.
That is the question right there. Do you think it's going to go green to checkered?
Look, we got a great group of guys here, but I don't see it happening. Almost 130-degree track temp with 800 horsepower underneath the hood of these cars. There's no way we're going green to checkered.
Anything is possible. It's Kentucky. And also, don't forget, y'all, to make sure to check out Whiplash Cams. They are sponsor here with SBRN. Give me all my cams for it. So we're still trying some of them out, and I'm trying to get familiar with some of them. So you think Morris is going to be able to lead that first lap?
If he can get clear of Schaefer, yes. During my practice laps, it did feel like that middle of the top line had a way better drive off and down low.
And remember, guys, to enter that raffle, exclamation point, ticket, space, 1. Get you a ticket, it's free. But we got to get 30. And there they go. He did get a jump on that. So it's going to be interesting to see if Highside's going to be able to catch in. Who's going to duck down? Because there's a big old gap right there.
And Davey Hendrick early on started outside row 2, already moved his way back, already moved his way into that third position right there.
Yeah, he ain't going to be wasting no time.
They're 3 wide in the back. Garcia putting it 3 wide on the outside for a second there.
Yeah, I'm not for sure about that, but that's pretty risky if you ask me, especially on cold tires.
We got lap 1 complete.
Well, your pole probably would have lost on that one. So we're starting to have a little bit of challenge for the lead as Brandon was able to get by Morris. Three in the books. This might just be interesting to see if we make it to lap 65 or 25, whichever one's going to fall first. Isaac, that
Yeah.
cup race last night, man. Y'all was there, sawing it. That was a heck of a finish last lap. You think Arca's gonna have anything close to that tonight?
If we can get a green white checkered here tonight, it's one wild of a green white checkered here because it's not pedal to the metal here. It requires some letting off the gas, maybe applying a little bit of brake, and trying to keep our car going straight on cold tires. And we got one going around.
Ooh, that looks like that's gonna be Mike Hamlin.
Sure, what happened to Hamlin there?
So we'll jump back real quick and catch it out. Oh, he got a little touch from the 9, got underneath him and spin him, but then straightened him out. 18. That was like a chain reaction right there. Looked like there was too many caught up in it. I guess cautions are on with the Arca series tonight. Looks like no harm, no foul. He may be able to actually get his position back. So, lap 5, 1 caution. You going for tires, fuel?
We got some takers down pit lane.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, the raffle may not be in too favorable. We've only got 5 people in it. 3 in it, and it's been open for 30 minutes. You got to get your friends and family out there. No, Morris is back up on point. Look who is sitting in second. It's going to be, I believe, your pick there, Mr. Davey Hendricks, we talked to earlier before the race. Alright, I believe we got that sound issue figured out a little bit. Now, if it bleeds your ears, y'all, I do apologize. You'll have to adjust your DV. It looks like Hamlin, he's going to be starting back in 18th, so his car don't look like he's got too much damage to it.
Yeah, it looked like just a simple getting hooked and spin into the grass, didn't make any contact with the wall and other cars, so he got lucky at that part.
Yeah, it don't look too bad. I think he was still hanging out. It looks like they're going to be lining it up. Green flag next time by. And it's been a full week this week with Relentless Racing League.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the finish of the truck race. I was too busy being a little upset that I got involved in a wreck. But the Cup, Xfinity, and the Arca race at Daytona, they're all pretty exciting at the end. So we might be in store for a good finish here.
Just had to bring up that truck race, didn't you? I'd rather just forget about that. It's always next week.
I didn't do
Looking
too
forward
much
to it.
better.
Well, we got the same two. Well, you think Ed's going to get the jump like he did last restart? He got a pretty good opening on.
I don't know. Davey's pretty good on restart, so Green Flag should be flying here in a couple seconds. We'll find out. Green Flag is out. Green Flag starts.
Look, Ed was able to edge it out. Yeah, the truck race was very exciting. Tony Frey. Well, these cameras on these sound is so hard to adjust.
Another caution's coming out. Not sure who was involved in that one.
I think it might have been more towards the back.
I think it was. The question is who might have been involved.
Let's see if we can track some smoke down somewhere.
It was a purple car. Looked like it was a 783 and 17 involved in that one. Same issues last time. 83 got a little too hot. Just got underneath the back end of 17 and looped them around. They kept going, but a caution came out. Where were these cautions Tuesday?
Barney was on strike, I guess.
I guess. He didn't even fully spin out. He looped it for a bit and he got straightened back out. And by the time they were on turn 4, everyone was all straight.
Oh, you got him picking left and right on who's going to be jumping in on pits. Looks like half is staying in, the other half is staying out. Looks like Kobe's staying out. Him, Jason, Dusty, Ryan. They have not pitted yet. And in case anybody is wondering, we had a, in case you're a Brady Farrell fan out there looking for him, had an admin error. He was accidentally removed from the race. That is being settled and took care of. Brady would do apologize. But hey, you're more welcome to come watch the stream.
Yeah, I actually had to go back and watch what happened there because I was like, I popped it up and said Brady Farrell's removed from server. I'm like, what did he do? I didn't hear Mike up and say anything, so I had to look in Discord and it was a whoopsie.
He all turned up. Well, it sounds pretty decent on my end. But you know what? Turn it up a little bit. Make sure your TV's sitting at 100. Alright, you think we're going to get another one in? Rowdy, I appreciate you giving me the heads up on that. I don't really know unless y'all tell me and I can fix it. 12 of 65. 4 of them's been under caution. I wonder how the warm tires versus the 5 and 10 lap tires is going to play out here.
I mean, I think it was took tires so far.
Looks like the top 4 have not pitted yet, so it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out. Oh, and they waited to the very end of the restart. Got a pack back there. Up there, we already spin it again.
Oh, a lot of people involved in that one.
We're going to jump that back because I believe Holman may have got his rear end picked up just a little bit.
I mean, he marked up something ridiculous, but I mean, he came down on Davey right there. Davey was there, and he just kept on turning down.
That just caused a major chain reaction, and that was a good pack of your leaders before that last caution came out.
Hey, give me a second. I gotta reboot my PC real quick. I'll be right back.
Mayhem right there. 5, 6, about 7 cars caught up in it. Not the way they wanted to start this race. Well, since we're taking out a caution, man, a shout out tonight for one of our series sponsors, Martin Sports. Make sure you check out their webpage. Their stuff will be popping up also. And give them a look. Make sure you give them a shout out and check them out. Scott does some fabulous work up there. We've got Michael, Drew, Ricky, Ed, Morris Sr., and Corey Gasper all in the pits. And Corey has just had terrible luck this week. It's not been his week.
I think Corey's had terrible luck this season so far.
Yeah, it's been bad for him. Maybe we'll talk about him and we'll reverse the commentator's curse because somebody's got him jacked up.
Just pull him up the booth and him pull a cross chassis. Oh no, don't talk to me.
Well, I think we've about got the sound, everything evened out. This pace car lights are off, so that means one thing, they fix to do it again. Well, it was a major shakeup. We got Ryan Miltenberg's up 13. Harvey Prater's up 17. Pace car's dropping it off. We're going to try it again. 16 in the books out of 65.
Yeah, so seeing left today, up 14 spots where he started, and Dusty Apple, who just looks the track, is still behind him. He's up 19, along with Harvey Prater. He's up 19 as well.
Yeah, Harvey's making some moves. He's been so far a good race for him. Seen that battle right there between Jason and Kobe. 8-18, 1 and 2, battling it out.
Two teammates battling out there. Got another good battle brewing back here with the 2-winner pole sitter, Morris Jr. They got a couple guys behind him, the 60 of Porsche and the 76 of Cavett.
You said Morris Jr., I went to senior.
Yeah, I figured I'd trick with them. Junior, smaller number. Senior, bigger number.
That's one way to keep up with it. Remember, y'all out there, make sure if you want to get in that raffle, exclamation, ticket, 1.
No, don't get in a ruffle.
Well, you got to at least have 30 in it to, oh, we got one going through the track.
That is Miltenberger, I believe.
He holds on to it. Keeps it off the track, keeps it going straight.
They'll lose a lot of time, though, from that.
Yeah, but that was a very nice save. So if anybody out there in the chat listening, you give me a heads up. Audio, everything sound good. That way I can just finally leave it. I see Spray guy out there. We got him a ticket. Got to get 30 in the raffle. Or at least 30 in the viewers.
Yeah, I'm back here watching the 55 of Schaefer and Davey Hendricks make their way back through the field. I believe they pitted that last time by.
Yeah, they're picking them off one by one, but I mean, you still got a lot of racing left.
I like what Davey's doing. He's kind of just following the 55, let 55 make the room for him, and he just falls right behind his tire tracks. And hey, you use your stuff to get in front of this guy, 'cause I'm just going to fall right behind you.
Yeah, somebody's got to lead the way.
Follow the leader.
Exactly. They're going to probably do it about for another 45 laps. 42.
Toby and Jason are starting to run away with us right now. They have built up over about a second lead over last week's winner, Dusty Applin. I believe it was last week's winner. Yeah, last week's winner.
I wasn't
It
here.
looks like Dusty may have gotten in the wall. I'm seeing some battle marks on that right side of his car.
Well, he was also
Not a lot.
He was also caught up in that first skirmish right there where he got underneath the.
Oh, that's right.
But Yeah, it's he seemed to be making it fairly decent so far.
Yeah, I'm not sure of what their team name is, the newer team, but Ethan's team, they have 3 guys running in the top 4 right now. You got the 2 leaders, Jason and Kobe, and they got Mike Hamlin currently running 3rd. Their 4th driver, Miltenberger, had his struggles we saw earlier driving through the grass.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a team in there, so they may not have one set up just yet. Let's take it towards the back of the pack and see what we've got going on back there. Davey is slowly still making his way up. He's up to 11th.
Yeah, he's up to 11th, but Schaefer's already made his way all the way back up to P8. Now hunting down that 9 of Banks, who we saw was fastest in practice. So we know Banks has speed, and I think his lap might have been set in draft, but he's shown, hey, I can stick with y'all as long as I got draft.
And then again, Banks might be saving something.
We go back here to Davey. He's still trying to get around this 93 of Kinsley. Or Kinsey. My bad. Kinsey.
That's borderline close to my daughter's middle name. So. Pound Florida, he's holding down that 9th position.
Now we got Bow for 3rd. Mike Hamlin's looking to the inside of Dusty Apple. He's going to be able to clear him with Ed Morris Jr. in tow. Ethan's team's sitting 1, 2, 3 as it stands right now. And Dusty's going to, or Ed Morris is going to try to run Dusty. He's going to clear him here off of turn 4.
Use that 9, shoot it down. He takes a little shortcut there, trying to cut a couple seconds off. But, you know, I get scared trying to do that because I'm afraid when I come back up on the track, go whichever way.
There's certain tracks, it gets really sketchy on old tires. If you're not careful, you can loop it in a hurry. And Kentucky, fortunately enough, is not one of those tracks. There's not too much of a banking difference. Whoa! That's getting a little loose and a little tight there, I think, turn 4. That's allow I believe that's the 76 Corvette to get by him.
We've got him stacking up right there. We got a good little battle of 4 right here.
Yeah, in the meantime, Davey Hendricks still trying to get around the 93. Those two have been side by side for the last 8 or 9 laps.
Yeah, Brandon, Tony, Schaefer, and Dusty, they're all right there along with Davey. I guess he's just kind of waiting. Maybe waiting for somebody to make a mistake.
He was working on the 93 for a bit, finally able to get around him here, but now he's stuck behind the 9, and man, that can be frustrating for a driver like Davey. Working for about 8 laps to get around someone, and then Kinsey smart enough to use that 9 as kind of a pick, and he knew the 9's a little bit slower, and allowed Davey to get back behind him. Someone said they were coming to pit lane. That is Jason Garcia and Dusty Applin.
He had to lock him down, Dusty. You saw the smoke, so it's going to be interesting to see if he caught a penalty or not.
He did. Dusty Applin does have a black flag. Tough break for Dusty, running top 5 to get caught speeding. I believe that is a 40-second hold or the 26-second.
I believe it was 40, or speed was 40 seconds, depending on how fast he was going. I've had some that was a 20-second, some was a 45-second.
I will let you know.
Kobe's starting to hold away a little bit. He's opened up the gap. He's almost got a second gap on Mike Hamlin. And it looks like the field's starting to slowly spread out.
So pace speed is, I believe, 45 here. and when he hit the commitment line, he was going 60.
Oh yeah, that's a good 40-second.
Yeah. Good old NASCAR speeding penalty. I like to call it the NASCAR speeding ticket.
Well, maybe he'll get
Toby
a caution and can appeal it. Get back on that lead lap. Got a nice little battle up here.
Oh, this is a tight battle for the lead.
These two are not. Oh, that would have been a photo finish right there.
That would have.
That would have.
He ran it 30 laps too soon.
But Hamlin looks like he's
Morris
getting
able
good.
to clear him. Hamlin coming to pit lane this time. At least he says he is. He might try to trick some people.
See if Hamlin gets it slowed down. Oh, barely.
He had it. He was down to 60 before the first commitment line, whatever that's called. So hand the lead back over to Ed Morris Jr. Banks in tow, about a half second behind.
And look who is snaked up. 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Porsche, the number 60 pitting this time. And you gotta think, these people like Davey, Schaffer, Kinsey, they might be good on one pit stop from here. And like I said, the fuel range is about 25 laps, so everyone pitting now, they're gonna be a few laps short.
Yeah, because some of them pitted down on lap 10. They're good for a little bit. We got some that's taking in at 14. And now we got some rolling in at 37.
Yeah, if I would be surprised if we see these leaders pit around lap 40 to lap 41.
You've also got to take into it on that. If you want to cut it real close, you can. But man, if we get a green white checker, that's where we saw that last night. Everybody was trying to ride the apron saving fuel.
That Ethan ran out on the backstretch. Ooh, Kinsey into the wall there. Lead the 49 and Jason Hastings pitting this time. Davies trying to clear that 93. He just can't quite get it done. In the meantime, Brandon Banks, he has cut that lead from half a second down to 3/10 here.
We've got, ooh, Hendricks got kind of loose on that one. What I was going to say, we've got 6 entered in the drawing, 20 out there in chat. Got to at least get 30 entered in it before we can give it away. Just trying to give something away.
Maybe looking to the inside of the 93 again. In the meantime, Banks has cut that lead down to 9-1-9, now 1-6, going down the backstretch into turn 3. '76 pitting in, 34's pitting in, 83's pitting in. I called it. 40, 41, everything coming to pit lane.
They're all right there at that fuel window where they can make it to the end of the race right now. But do you want to cut it close, or do you want to have a little bit to spare for a green white checker?
A place like Kentucky, I mean, the thing is, so I would pit now, because if it comes down to green white checker, right, everyone's gonna pit for tires anyway. The tires are so crucial at tracks like this. So everyone's gonna come down pit lane regardless if the caution comes out with 5 to go for fresh tires. I mean, it would be a dumb move for you to stay out there for green white checker, because you're gonna drop like a rock.
Right now we got Cody looking like he's gonna get him a lap lead.
Let's take a quick look, see if anyone has black flag. It looks like Brandon Schaefer in the 55 Black flag. Black flag. Where did he get that at, though? Let's go back and watch, see what happened here with the 55.
I'm going to guess it was speeding.
Well, I know it's speed. Let's see how fast he was going.
Yeah, they're all starting to
50.
come in.
Yeah, he was going 57, 56 of the commitment lines. And the thing is, maybe what some people don't know, but if you enter too quick like that, if you just slam on the brakes and give that time back, 9 times out of 10 you won't get black flag for it. All by giving that time back, you gain speeding. Schaefer's back out on track. Unfortunately, gonna be probably a lap down. That's a tough break for him, as he was I believe, had made his way back into the top 5. In the meantime, Kobe Sutton back in the lead. Jason Garcia right behind him second. Mike Ham was sitting third. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna figure out what that team name is. I have no clue.
Yeah, we're going to track down this new team here.
I'm messaging Ethan now. But we still got 18 on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap is the 34 of Kinley. He ain't too far ahead of the leader.
See right there, Banks and Morris battling it out.
Man, Banks is actually closing that gap really quick to leaders. 21 to go. Last time by, Banks was 6/10 quicker than the leader.
His tires are 6 laps fresher too, so right there showing
And that-
what an entrance can make.
And that just shows you how quick tires can wear down here at Kentucky. All it was is 6 laps, and he's 6/10 quicker this time by. Kobe Sutton running a 32.2, and the 54 of Brandon Banks will run a 31.3, so almost a full second quicker. That gap now down to a 9-second gap between 5th and 1st.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
my
rate,
bad, 8-second gap.
yeah, this rate, I think he can pull it off.
Yeah, and if you're Banks, you want to chase down a leader, but you also want to be careful not to wear down your tires too much, so when you get to him, you can't pass him. So we saw Davey trying to run a 93. This is a very tricky track to pass that with these Arca cars with 800 horsepower in them. Banks now close that gap to 7 seconds. Yeah, Banks is closing quick. It's down to 6.3 now.
Banks is trying it. I mean, he was good in practice, so I mean, he's showing out to be pretty good right now. He's catching up.
Kobe ran a 32.5 the last time by. This time by, Banks running a 31.54. Morris a 31.57, and Hendricks is a 31.52. So those three are chasing down this lead group in a hurry.
Yeah, Banks and Morris, even Hendricks, even Tony. I mean, they're all in the 31s. You can see them right there, Morris and Hendricks both getting the draft off each other, so that's going to close it down. If they can catch up with Banks, them three right there, 16 to go, man, they're going to have to put some time in, but they've got it down to about 5 seconds, so it may come into an interesting showdown for the 6th.
And those three right there, they're all within a second of each other. From Banks to Hendricks, there's only a second gap between those three guys. And it's down to a 3.6 now, so they should catch Kobe probably with 12 to go or so. The question is Did they use up too much of their tires to get around them?
See, a lap car there was staying high, so props to that.
And here's the other thing. With Hamlin being the teammate of Kobe, how much holding up is he going to do? Oh, Garcia's pitting in.
That was unsuspected.
I think Garcia was one of the guys that needs to pit twice here to end the race. I really think the battle, if this stays green, is going to be between Banks, Morris, and Hendricks. I don't think Hamlin's up until the end.
Well, what about Mike Hamlin? He's sitting right behind Kobe. Like you said, that's a teammate, so.
Well, I just pulled up the stint link, and Kobe actually is on 8 lap older tires than Banks and all them. Hamlin is on 6 lap older tires. Simple math went out the window right there. And I'm also wondering if another reason they closed the gap so quick is maybe Kobe's trying to save fuel here. But the 54 has caught the 11 of Mike Hamlin.
And Kobe is going into pit. $12 to go, and there's the 3 you was talking about.
No word yet on Hamlin entering pit lane.
Hamlin was at 35, so that's going to be a stretch. Trying to get 30 laps of fuel out of it.
Banks has made his way around the 11 to Hamlin with 11 to go, coming to 10 to go. As between Banks, Morris, and Hendricks, Morris and Hendricks ran about 2/10 quicker the lap prior, but that last lap by Banks about a 10th quicker than Morris and Hendricks.
Well, unfortunately, if the lot don't change in 10 laps, we're going to have to put that raffle away to another night, possibly Monday.
I mean, I'm going to have to watch you guys stream Monday? Well.
We're doing it 4 nights a week and 5 if you count the fun race.
And keep an eye on that gap between the 7 and the 9. It's to a 0.6 right now. Last time by, Morris 2/10 slower than Banks.
It makes you wonder if Banks is holding something back, holding over his tires just in case.
I sometimes don't get these people to do it. They drive the wheels off these things, somehow still have tires left after 20 plus laps on them.
I do 5 and I'm already on the rims.
But that gap is closing. Morris 0.5 tenth quicker last time by. Coming to the line, 7 to go. The 7 have 18 left for the 9. A little over a tenth quicker that time. That gap is closing.
Davy's held up again by the 88. Supposed to be a lapped car. But Davy may not look like he has anything for it, so.
As Mike Hamlin is pitting in this time. I think that 88 of Miltonberg is on fresh tires. Look at him chase down these leaders.
Yeah, he last pitted on 51, so yeah, his tires are real good.
Takes to go that gap to a 0.46, 0.47 if they roll through 1 and 2. Morris is going to try to use every bit of this draft he's getting from the 88 to catch him up. It's down to a .4 going into turn 3.
That lap car right there actually gave him a little bit of a help, because now he's in the draft. Oh, we got Drew Holman. Looks like he's
Drew
out.
Holman is
Oh,
out. I mean, not out. He spun out.
That's bringing out the caution. Oh, Lord. We wouldn't expect anything different this week.
Oh. Someone mic'd up, said you really had to stop, and he's like, yeah, I couldn't steer the car. I mean, with that hit, oh yeah, his right front is done.
That looked like to be the 9 and the 6. And they was battling it out pretty good.
So, we got one last night. We got one I think we got one last week in Arca, and we're going to have another green-white checker here tonight. But there's only 11 cars on the lead lap. Now the question is, if you're only a lap down, do you stay out here and get your lap back and hope for another quick caution? Because you know these leaders are going to pit.
You know what they say, though? Cautions breed cautions. And everybody knows in the back of their head they've got that green-white checker.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, man, I'm going to say who's going to be sitting. If he wasn't a lap down, man, Kobe would be in a perfect spot having freshest tires.
Yeah, if I'm a lap car, I'm staying out here. 100% staying out.
Yeah, it looks like your leader's coming in. You top 4, 5, 6.
Vanguard stayed out, the 83. Go to Kinsley, the number 99, 93.
Oh, this is going to be interesting here. They're going to have fresh tires.
Yeah, and unfortunately for both Kobe and Jason, I think they were... No, Jason will score behind the 93, so he is not going to get a wave around here.
I believe it looks like Kobe may have got back on the lead lap.
I'll tell you what, Jeremy. When you're in this situation and you just want to wave around, you see one lead car stay out, how pissed do you get as that guy? Like, come on, just pit for me. Like, you don't got a shot to win on old tires.
Yeah, exactly. You're in that spot where like you're one guy in front of you and you're like,
Yes.
God, would you just pit? Let me
Would
have
you
my
just
wave
pit?
around.
Yes. Like this is a time where if I'm in a Discord call, I'm screaming and yelling at my teammates. I'm all fired up and stuff. Like, why can't he just pit? He ain't gonna win.
Yeah. Especially if it's a teammate. You're in that chat. You're like, come on, man, let's get out of my way. Let me get back on the lead lap.
No, but also if you look at it from another point of view, you look at the 93. He's also might be looking at it as a points opportunity. Like, hey, I know I can trap these guys a lap down. You know, I might finish P10, but they ain't gonna finish ahead of me because they're gonna be a lap down.
Hutchison brothers, they said it. This is about to get wild. They're calling that one, and I believe what we've seen this week, the finishes, I ain't gonna expect nothing different.
Yeah. Now, for those watching that don't understand a green-white checker work, in iRacing it's different than NASCAR. But in iRacing, the way it works is you take the green flag. If we get the white flag, it doesn't matter if the whole field's involved in a wreck, the race will end under green. If these guys do not collect the white flag, caution will fly, we'll group them back up and try one more time. We'll have 2 attempts here in Relentless. And if a caution flies before we get a white flag on the second attempt, the race will end under caution. Now in NASCAR, you can get a caution on the final lap. Like here in iRacing, no cautions. And we saw that prevail last night in the Cup race.
Yeah, and
Huge wreck on the final lap, and Matt Fornes ended up making it through it all.
don't remind him. He will not stop talking about it.
Collecting his third win. And it was all wins have came at Super Speedway for him.
I think he tried dubbing himself as the Super Speedway King last night.
He can claim it. He can claim it until I get the cup, and I'll take that claim from him in a heartbeat.
So let's see, everybody. I'm going to tell you what. Thanks, Morris, Hendricks, Tyler, Tony. All the way from about 5th to 12th are on fresh tires. Cody, Matt, Josh are on about 20 used tires.
Yeah, and if you're one of the guys that pitted here, you got to be smart how to get around these guys. You don't want to damage up your car. You get involved in a wreck, you're being impatient. You got 2 laps to get it done, and you know your tires are new, and these guys are running on 20 lap old tires like right now. So, Kinsey and Josh Vanger, they are running on 22 and 24 lap old tires.
And you know that's got to worry them, knowing the guys behind them are on fresh.
And then I don't have the right thing up here for Kinley for some reason. I'm pretty sure Kinley's running the older tires too, not 34. And everyone behind them has 4 fresh tires.
Yeah. Whereas Cody, Josh, and Matt are all at 40 and 42. It's their last pit. And looking at Kinley's pit time last lap, it looks like he may have just only took gas and may not took tires. So his tires may be a little bit older than 20 laps.
Will we finish this race on the green, or will we have one more attempt to We'll find out. As Kinsey will lead us to green here on our first attempt with the green-white checkered. There it is, a quick yellow.
There's one accordion in it.
There's one.
That involved Kinley. I think those tires may have spun a little bit.
And Morris Jr. just barely making it through that.
We'll jump back. We'll ride with Morris Jr.
Woo! All I gotta say is Morris is lucky these Arca cars have the bumpers they have, because he slid right above the front bumper of the 7. You're on a senior. A senior. You want the 7. You're on the 9.
Senior, yep, I see that. Yep.
It's gonna take some adjustment.
It is, especially me picking up Arca this year.
Yeah, if that would have been a truck or a cup car, that 7 would have been involved in that wreck. But he just slid right over the. Oh my lord!
Wow.
Cockpit view is insane on that one.
Yeah, he was very. You counted his blessings there.
Yeah, you have that happen in any other car here on iRacing, you're getting collected on that. But since these bumpers don't line up right, it literally just slid right above them.
That's going to put it at one more. Kinsey is still got the lead. Bangor's right there behind him, but man, you still got Banks, Hendrickson, Morris, Williams, Tyler. Even Michael Newbrough has brought it up there. Alright, this is what we've been waiting for. We know it was going to happen.
Alright, guys, let's not get a caution here. Let's just race under the green.
8 entries, 22 viewers. You have not hit that 30 mark.
Close enough.
So is a 10th of a race. Bumper. But you're still a loser.
Oh, that's what happened in the truck race. Okay.
Wow.
But while we're under caution here, Jeremy, why don't we go over the upcoming weeks of racing here for Relentless?
Would throw me on the spot like that. Let me get the schedule.
I got you. I got you. So we got we got Xfinity. They're gonna be going to Texas for 100 laps of racing, with the stage break being a lap 40 in Texas. I hate Texas. So have fun with that, guys. And then Tuesday night, so that'll be Monday night. Tuesday night we'll have trucks. We are going to Kansas for 60 laps of racing there. Cup will be going to Texas as well. Have fun with that. With 150 laps of racing, stage breaks laps 60 and laps 120. And then these guys here in the Arca series will be back live next Thursday at Michigan. That's gonna be one hell of a race. I always love racing at Michigan Broadcasting because it's a multi-group track and the racing there, it's phenomenal.
It's a better chance of winning if there's at least 30 in here. We're sitting at 22.
Grumpy saying we should keep on going until we get 30.
We've got nine entries in the tickets, 21 in chat, so there's still, we'll say what, 13 people? We still need 20 tickets and 10 more people in chat. If not, we'll try it again on Monday at the Cup. You said they're taking it to where again?
Hey, no, it is Xfinity and they're going to
Texas. Yeah, Xfinity.
I say if we finish on the green, we'll say 22 is close enough.
You know what? If they finish under green, we'll do it. We've got 9 entries in there. If we can finish under green, we'll do it. Only if we do green. We have to finish under green. No green, white checker.
So real quick, we got one more lap to taste here, Jeremy. If this can stay green, who do you got?
Man, I'll tell you what. I'm going to throw a wild one out here. I'm going to throw it on Ricky Williams. I say there's going to be something going on up at the front, and he's going to somehow get through there.
I think it's going to be the 7. I mean, the 7's shown he has the best short run speed. I mean, he got pole. So I'm going to go with the 7, Ed Morris. I mean, that's if it stays green.
If it stays green, somebody's going to win a die cast. If it don't, y'all going to have to come Monday for Xfinity.
Oh, it's not going to stay green. David's going to turn the 83 into the 7. Wow, that was a big one. Kinsey, as much as we were judging him, paid out on those old tires and he won the race.
Well, I don't know. Him and Banks had it pretty close.
He's shown as a leader. I think Kinsey got it.
Yellow flag looks like.
That's a lot to break down for that one. A lot of people involved.
Banks passed Cody. 58 minutes, 54 seconds. Yellow flag came out at 58 minutes, 53 seconds. So the way it looks like it may play out, we may have Cody winning, Brandon in second, and Davey picking it up in third. Make the admin's job a little easy here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Cody's going to get that win in. Isaac. Yeah, blame it on Isaac. It is his fault. As the results show, it right there is where we stand, and we're going to get everybody up here where they belong, interview our top three. While we do that, now I've got something that I got a little bit of permission to use. So while we get everybody sorted, this is the new release from where he was listening to from the Hutchison brothers being mean to me, and there was a lot of people mean to each other tonight on the track. So this might kind of hit the spot.
Laying in bed, staring at the wall. A million things on my mind, wishing you would call. I know we've had our differences, and I know we've had our fights. The clock says 2:23. Will you be coming home tonight? Yeah, I miss feeling that vibe when we touch and when we kiss. Yeah, I wish you come back, we'd start up, get all of this. Well, girl, I'll do what I can to prove that I'm sorry. 'Cause now I see how much you really mean to me.
All right, Isaac. It looks like we've got Davey sure figured in third, so we're gonna yank him up here and talk to him for a minute. See if they can get the rest of them sorted out. Davey, Jeremy, and Isaac up here in the booth, man. You got a copy.
I do.
How do you feel you finished out on that race?
I had a solid top three before that caution, so I'm happy I got my top three. I feel bad that Ed got carried out in that last wreck. I don't know. The dude in front of me just stopped on the restart, and I mean, he's on super old tires, and maybe he spun them, maybe he missed a shift. I don't know, but I don't. I'm not going to stop for him and let everyone pass me. I just feel bad that Ed got caught up in it because he had a better car than I did.
Yeah, it was a not too many bad cautions. We only had 6 tonight. I mean, it was green white checker. We've seen it all week, so you had a good car and you had a little incident. You had back towards the back, but you worked your way back up front. You and Schaefer Banks both just cut through the whole field like it was butter getting back up to the front. And Isaac actually said, them three right there is going to be battling out for it. But you prevailed and you held into that P3, man.
And I'm glad it looked easy because it didn't feel it. There were a lot of cars that just. I mean, I knew they were slower, but I mean, I had like 30, 35 seconds of damage from when the six came down on me on that first incident. Um, so my car was a little tight or tighter than usual the entire race, but I don't know. I felt like the car was still manageable. I wasn't gonna beat Morris. I think he had the fastest car, but I don't know. It's a good finish. I just feel bad for my teammate about it.
Um, Isaac, you good? Or keep hearing you queue up. Something you want to
Nah.
ponder?
I was just going back and watching the replay, and David kind of said it. It sounded like the 83 might have missed a shift or something, and you're just ready to go, and green white checker, you don't really got time to wait there. So one
Yeah,
hell
I
of a race,
mean
dude. And
we're yeah watching it. He redlines it a good bit, so he definitely does not shift. I mean I don't know. He was. I feel like I didn't see him up front very often in the race, and then tie that with old tires and mission to shift. That was going to be doomed for failure.
yeah, and I didn't think you had that much damage from the six. I mean, it really didn't look that bad, but these Arca cars are are soft, so makes a little
Yeah,
sense.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I definitely felt the damage, make me tight, but it was manageable. I think for the rest of the race.
Well, Hendrix, we're gonna let you go on back down there and celebrate that top three and get Banks up here, and we're gonna move on next week. Yeah, how you feeling next week?
What's the track? You tell me.
Michigan.
Oh, I mean, in this car alone, fantastic. Love it. Super fast, super fun to drive. We'll see how we do that with a group of cars. Um, but I mean, I'm loving the Gen 4. I think it'll be a fun track to race. We'll just see how it goes in a pack.
We're gonna send him back down there, and we're gonna get, as of right now, all results are unofficial, but we are officially unofficially scoring Brandon Banks. He's finishing off P2. Isaac, I'll let you handle him while we look over some tape and see if it's actually going to be official.
What is going on, Brandon?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey man, pretty solid race. I know you guys had that late caution, kind of threw a wrench in your game plan. I thought you chasing down Ed Morris. I mean, I think the caution came with 5 to go. Did you think you had it in the tank to get around him if it stayed green?
Oh yeah. I think I got back out in front of him when we did the green flag pit stop. So I was up, probably what, a half a second on. And I really at that point I was just trying to maintain the distance there, trying to save tires just in case we got a late, race caution, which we did. I really thought everybody would come in with me, but Cody, that was a good call by him. Congrats to him for that. That was a very good call. So but yeah, I think we had probably one of the best cars. Edward was really fast. He was fun, but like I said, good job to Cody. That was the call of the race there.
Yeah, man. Definitely had that long green flag run in there, dude. Talk us through how the car is handling. Especially coming towards the end of that green flag run where you guys had to come to pit for the first time. I think you only had to pit once because you had pitted during one of the first few cautions.
Yeah, we that was kind of what we were just hoping for to get to that point where we could just hopefully it would go long and we would have a chance to pit there and just do it on a one stop thing. I thought we were really good. I think probably the best car on the long run. Um, so that was kind of what we were hoping for. It just got really tight there. You just had to kind of maintain the right front, just try not to rip it off the car, and as long as you could do that and you could still get through the corner and carry a lot of speed through 1 and 2, it was pretty good. But it's really tight. Like I said, it was just really about saving tires and just track position. Once we kind of got back up there, we got stuck back there at the very beginning trying to do that pit strategy and uh, just tried to got lucky and got through a couple of them cautions and got the track position back and uh, had a chance there. But like I said, it's racing.
Yeah, man. We go to Michigan next week, man. Talk us through your thoughts on that. We can see some good long run speed out of you, or is Michigan one of the tracks you struggle at?
Yeah, I'm usually pretty good on long runs, regardless. So a lot of these tracks, it's really a great schedule. So we were just looking over that a second ago. Michigan, we're going to be pretty good, and Vegas. Road courses, So some of these other tracks coming up, I think we're going to be really good. Usually, all the DVR guys are really fast at those intermediate kind of tracks. So looking forward to that, and so hopefully we come out here and maybe win one next week.
All right, all right, man. Congrats on your PT finish here tonight.
All right, thank you.
Well, you moved you accidentally. Well, on a side note, we did just hit the 10 sub goal that we had for this month. So I'm gonna since Irish Prince hit it, I'm actually gonna give him a chance if he has not already entered in it. We're gonna change it up a little bit, give him a chance to get in this raffle here, and we're gonna actually do it since we hit a goal. So I will get in touch with the ones who won it, and while he does that, Irish Prince, go ahead and enter now. I'll let you do it since you helped us hit the goal. We're gonna get Cody up here. Cody, Jeremy, and Isaac up here in the booth, man. Are your nerves calmed down?
Yeah, we slowed the heart rate down a little bit. It was a little bit slow the whole race, but we got it under control now.
Hey, man. I'll be the first one to say I was kind of judging you on that call. They're staying out on older tires. Were you out a set of tires? Were you just thinking, okay, it's probably gonna be a caution fit from here on out, and if I can get P1 here and keep on these restarts, I'm good to go.
I mean, yeah, I made my bed. When my teammate Brandon Schaefer there came in and told me what his tires were, I was like, oh boy, we're in for a rough one there. But yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, we saw you. I think you're running. I know you're running in the top 10 for the longest time, and when you stayed out, I was like, I don't think it's the right call, but luck's in your favor. I guess if you're old enough, go buy you a lottery ticket tonight. I don't know if you got anything for him, Jeremy.
Yeah, that was definitely not the right call. Probably won't be doing that again unless we feel really lucky. Uh, the tires on the restart, man, it did something else.
Yeah, actually, talk us through that because we saw everyone else who stayed on older tires at 34 and 83, struggling on older tires. How were you able to manage those restarts where you weren't spinning them and you still got actually pretty decent launch on the restarts?
Yeah, I can run I'm a dirt driver. I guess I'm kind of good at it. I can get it revved up and let it control back down and rev it up again real quick. Also, shifting to third really helps. If nobody figured that out,
I think it's a
you
little
get
too
a
late to say that.
yeah. I mean, you get a slower start than obviously the guys on newer tires there, like Banks. He was gonna just blow by me there, but shifting to third definitely keeps the car more stable and powered to the ground.
All right, man. Congrats on collecting your first win here in Relentless. Hopefully, first of many.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I'd like to thank Paul Setup Shop, Drinker Bros Racing, and you guys for putting us on. That was fun. That was a lot of good side by side racing. That was fun.
That was a wasn't like the Arca championship finish last year, but that was pretty close. Well, we're gonna do it, I reckon. We hit the sub goal to 10. We had a pretty good one. So you got any way of a drum roll, or if you want to do it, we fixing to pick a winner on it. We've got 10 in it. The Irish Prince, B Hughes Racing, Grumpy Gramp Gaming, Rowdy B, Upgrade Arts, Colt Carey, Fry Guy. Yeah, I can't say that name. T Stan, and yourself. So with no further ado, we'll see who's gonna pick them up
I
a
think
diecast.
Bobby Rafferty was trying to enter, but told him he can no longer enter the giveaway.
Yeah, I had closed it after the Prince got his because we was right in the middle of the interviews. And it looks
And
like it's going to
the one guy most fitting to win it, Rowdy B.
Rowdy B.
That's probably the most deserving one of that.
10% chance of winning. So I'll get in touch with him. But man, I'm gonna tell you what, next week's gonna be packed. Make sure y'all check it all out. And Friday we have got Late Model Series starting up. That's gonna have Joe in the booth on it on Friday nights. And make sure y'all are here for that. And we will see y'all tomorrow. And then again next Monday as the Xfinity guys are gonna try it one more time. You're definitely welcome. Everybody be safe, and we'll see y'all next week.